Right, welcome to our live lesson session on Wednesday. And we're going to go ahead and go to present now. I'm going to be showing you where we're going to start, and that's in the Savis Realize. I'm going to head over to a fourth grade ReadyGen. And from here on the right side, you can see where they have printable resources. So they do have another, we're going to click again under printable teacher resources, printable word analysis practice pages. I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and open this with Cami. I'm going to take a few pages out from here, and I will show you how to do that. This whole document has 92 pages, and I just need a few of those. We're going to go to this menu and split and merge. Continue to split merge. And from here, I not only want this one, if I want to add something from my Google Drive, I can do that from here as well. So I'm also going to add this and this one and select those because that also goes with what I want from this set. And then I'm going to drag these down in here. I don't want that one. I do want page 3 because I added those other ones. I do believe they put them back here. So I want this one and where did my other page go? Maybe this one. Nope. Let's mix that one up. Maybe it only gave me that one. It's taking a while to load. So I'm going to go ahead and export these 2 pages into Cami. All right, so now you can see that I have put this page and the page from ReadyGen into Cami, and I'm ready to start adding my instructions to here. And that is where I get these tools from. If I want to add a text comment, I can do that. I can add a voice comment, a video comment, and even a screen capture. So I'm going to add a screen capture by simply making sure that this one is highlighted, and I come over here. As soon as I click on it and I choose which one I want, if I want my picture in the screen, then I choose entire screen. If I don't, then I can pick just this one and it'll take my picture out of it. But if I want my picture on there, so I want my students to see me, I choose this one and I go ahead and share that. And then it's going to capture everything that's on my screen as well as what I'm saying to my students. So I can use my tools here as I demonstrate what I want them to do. So if I tell my students, I want you to clearly use the text box and type your name. Please do not use the drawing tool to type your name into the box. And I want you to read these directions right here. If you have trouble reading the directions, I want you to use the text to speech tool highlight this and listen to the directions that way. And this is also where I can go over what the VCCV syllable pattern is. And I could also put more videos in if I need to. So I can click when I'm done explaining to my students. I can click finished or done, and it adds that video in there. If I feel like I need maybe some whiteboard instructions, if I want to go over some other things, I can add a page by going to the bottom, and I would have to upload it, and then I would have to take it back to that split and merge tool if I want to bring it to the top of my document. If not, it does stay at the bottom. There's no way to rearrange it after. So if I do want this page at the beginning, I have to go back to split and merge and rearrange it from there. So then I can just switch it. I want this at the beginning and then export it again. So it's probably a good idea to make sure you have your pages in order before you start putting videos in. So my video is still there, but it does make it easier. If I wanted this video at the very beginning, then I can still move it, but it does make it easier if it's already there. So I wouldn't have to do that. So this comment tool, you can also use it not only to do text, but you can use it to put in other videos, such as a YouTube video. So if I looked up the VCC word patterns for 4th grade and I found this one here and I vetted it, I made sure that it went with the lesson I was using, I could copy the URL and paste that into there, and then I would have that video to go with the lesson as well. So that's one way for students to stay on the document so they don't have to click out and go into somewhere else to watch videos that go with the lesson. So the YouTube video is right there in the document and your instructions are right here on the document. You can also do another screen share or screen capture so that you can use this as your whiteboard. You can use all these tools. If you have a touch screen, which you should, you can use your drawing tools to mark on the screen just as you would on a whiteboard, and use those examples, VCC words, so that you can put those up there and start demonstrating just like you would in the classroom. All right, I'm going to go back to the meet for just a second because I did hear some dings. There's some people in here, and see if there's any questions. And there's not. You can put your questions in the chat, or since it's not a very big group, you can go ahead and just unmute yourself and ask as we go along. Oh, wrong one. All right, so these tools are available for your students to use as they work through their documents. So if they click on the dictionary and highlight a word, you can see that it brings up what the definition of what bargain means. Earlier I used the text to speech, but I'm not sure if you were able to hear it. I could hear it, but it does read to them. There's not a way to change the language. If you have a document that is already in Spanish, you can change, I guess, the dialect so that it has more of a Spanish feel to it when it reads it to them in Spanish. So you can change that, but it doesn't really translate to Spanish. So when you see this and it says Español de Estados Unidos, it doesn't really translate it. It just has that dialect. Um, the markup tools have text highlighters, box highlighters, strike throughs, underline tools. Um, as a teacher, as you're editing, you can use them. The students can use them as well. I highly suggest you let the students use the comment tools when they're doing their work. Have them respond to you in a video comment. Have them respond to you using the screen capture tool. That's a great way for them to show you that they're the ones doing the work. With the screen capture tool, you can see them on the screen and you can see what they're doing on their screen. So you could ask them as part of their assignment, like let's say down here for number 13, show me how you did using the screen capture tool. Show me how you answered number 13, something like that. And since this assignment is not math, and you can see um, these tools probably wouldn't be used in an assignment like this, you can take them off whenever you assign the assignment. And I'll show you that in just a little bit. And of course, there's the regular drawing tools, your eraser. So if I come back up here and I don't want this, I can exit out, but I can also use my eraser and erase that. There's images. So if you want to use images for demonstrative purposes, and let's just say we're going to put in a lion. I can do that, and I can place it somewhere on my document on my whiteboard if I need to. So you are allowed to do that. I'm just going to get rid of it. You can definitely use the signature tools, but most importantly, whenever you go to assign this, go to these 3 lines right here, and you go to create assignment. And you select your class. You give it a title. I'm just going to say that one. And here's where you can turn off some of these features that they may not need. So like the equation tool, the students probably aren't going to be using it on uh, an ELA lesson. So you can take that one off. You may not want them inserting images at this point on this type of assignment, maybe not even adding a signature at this point. So these are all customizable per lesson. It does not save it for the next lesson. You'll have to do it each time. If you have a lesson where it's only instructions, maybe you didn't upload a PDF, you just wanted to give instructions on something else, you can turn them all off, and that way they don't have to do anything on there. They just have to listen to you. So you can also do that. And then of course you just if this is not a collaborative assignment, you make a copy for each student and schedule it. You can put it in the topic that you want to if you have topics organized in your Google Classroom. This part right here where it says send Cami instructions to students, I don't like to use that one personally, only because it starts from the very beginning on how to add Cami to their Chromebooks. And I would probably use the videos that we created for the students on how to use the tools, because it goes straight into using the tools instead of how to put the Cami into the Chrome, and that is already done for them. So a few other features that I probably should go over are these tools up here. If you're collaborating with other teachers and you want them to work on the document with you, you go to the share and you have some different settings here. You can have it to where anyone with this link can annotate, and they would be able to add things. They won't be able to change what you've put on the document. Um, so that's what that one is. And then this one with the annotation settings, um, they will be able to see your annotations that you put on there. and this one as well. So there's a few different ways you can share the document with someone else. This one right here, if you save it, we talked about this in my meeting earlier at the kindergarten center. As someone was saying, I didn't see it in my Cami uploads. So it will sync to your Cami cloud right away. But if you do want it to go straight to your Google Drive, go ahead and click the upload button. It will save it to your Google Drive. But sometimes it takes a little while. And if you want it to go ahead and save it right away, you can go ahead and upload it to your Google Drive. And that way it's there right away. If you're going to share this to the drive where you're putting in, oh my gosh, the shared drive where you can share out all your lessons, you will have to name it correctly. And so make sure you change the name up here. And so this one would be the lesson bank. ReadyGen underscore, and I think I got this from 4th grade. This is foundational skills. My name. Go. And I may not even have that correct. I'd have to look at the format for getting the right name correctly in there. So make sure the name is correct. And let's see. Another question that I've been seeing a lot in my email is when teachers are putting text when they're building their lessons in Cami. So if I put hello students, and I maybe put a picture up here, the students are erasing it and they're not able to get those annotations back. These are not flattened. So if you build this in Cami, you build your words, your text, your pictures straight from a blank document, and you don't flatten it, the students will be able to move it around. And so if you want that to be flattened, we call that flattened, you go to this download button right here, and you can put it in your Google Drive or you can upload it to your computer. But you go right here and you flatten it. But when you do this and you've already put videos up, it's going to change your videos. It's going to flatten those videos as well. So if you want to create your document and have all the text ready, I would do that before adding any comment videos or audio or screen captures. Any questions?
Hold on.
Hi. It was unmuted for a minute. I thought maybe you had a question. All right. So I still don't see anyone with questions in here. So I guess I'm doing okay. And that's about all I have to show for right now. So like I said, it's a small group. If you do have any questions or if you want me to go over anything else, go ahead and let me know. I think I went over, yeah, some of those buttons up here.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
So when I'm like, if I need to, Ariela, when I need to create like something to put in, so this is Cami, right?
Yes.
So my kids need to go through Google Classroom and get an assignment from Cami. Is that right?
Yes. So when they open this up, it'll look like whatever you've created for them. So that can be, and I can can show you like one that's more for the little kids. Let me go to that one like that I did earlier. Let's do colors. So you can do something like this for your little ones. And this was just built in slides. So have you ever used like PowerPoint or slides?
Yeah, I'm not too much, but so like this can be made to where they can actually like pick something.
Yeah. So when they open it up, it'll look just like this. And if like your video might say, it gives them the directions. Okay, kids, we're going to learn about colors. I want you to click on each color to learn about that color. When you're finished, click the little house in the corner. So they'll click, let's say orange. So it takes them to the orange page, and then um, they're supposed to, circle all the orange things and then draw something orange and then click the house. So it takes them back here and then click another color. So this is pretty basic. It's very easy for them to do. You can take off all these tools so that it only has maybe the drawing tool and maybe the comment tool with the video so that they can tell you how their assignment went. And that way there's no other distractions here. And all you have to do is go to the create assignment and then take everything off except for the comment, video, and drawing tools. And that way they only have those two tools to work with, and they're not bogged down with so many other tools on here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a setting to like put it as like put that as like the what they always have like for
No,
all of
because
your
for
assignments?
no, so you have to do it for each assignment every time you assign it out. Um, and I guess as like the year progresses, you might want to give them some more options. Like, okay, you can give them the shapes tool this time, or this time you give them the drawing, the shapes, and the eraser, or give them the shapes, the comment tools, and the select tools, things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, and that's all I have for today. Unless you have questions, I know there's a lot um, to learn in Cami, and I kind of go just a little fast. But if you want to learn how to upload or how to make these lessons, like with the slides, you can set up a meet with me, and I can teach you how to make these interactive ones where they click to another slide and then go back to the first slide. And today's was just a upper grade lesson, and really it's just giving instructions using the comment tools because bigger kids I really didn't know how to make it a little more interactive and fun other than using a whiteboard lesson here. No, Nora, Kaylee, no other questions? Who else do I have on here?
No, ma'am.
No, okay. Well then, thank you for joining, and just email me if you have any questions. Hi, friend. It's
Hi.
just it's just me and you now.
Just us. Okay. Wow, I look really blurry, huh?
A little bit. I'm going to stop recording.
Oh.